Salutations, friends. Welcome. Thank you for giving me this chance. It is you, because of whose regular, sincere listening, that I am also inspired to study and talk on Gita in our last 143 days. We have done chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today we will be entering into the sixth chapter, the last of the Karma Shatkam. From seventh, it's called a Bhakti Shatkam. So, congrats once again. Thank you once again. Welcome you. And may we continue in this way our journey of studying Bhagavad Gita together. So, from today onwards, we'll be starting the sixth chapter. It has two names, Atma Samyama Yoga and Dhyana Yoga. Here, Atma means the body, senses, mind, intellect, ego. Samyama means fully regulating, discipline. Yoga is that itself is great achievement, after which knowing the self. So the second meaning of the second name of this chapter is Dhyana Yoga. Therefore, it is a one coin with two sides. Through the dhyana, you achieve Atma Samyama. Through Atma Samyama, you are able to do the dhyana. With the help of both of them, you reach to your purpose of life called as knowing the truth, realization, or liberation. In this chapter, 47 shlokas are there. Every shloka is so profound, beautiful, and for you and I youngsters, so many topics are there for our own lives utilization. Very inspirational, many. And also for the people who want to do dhyana meditation on the truth, all those guidances, right from how we have to sit, how we have to focus our mind's concentration, everything will be told. And two, three waves of beautiful guidance will be given. We will see all that. In fact, here also again, toward the end, Arjuna asks question. Ki, oh Lord, you are telling about all this, but I am not able to bring my mind into concentration. Bhagavan gives two beautiful tips. What is to be done for concentration? Again, Arjuna asks, Ki, I am doing this sadhana, spiritual, but without or before reaching goal, if I die, what will happen? Bhagavan says, nothing will happen. You will get next life. There you will get all this knowledge or the good things you have done. That will help you to continue from where you stopped or left. The first spiritual journey continues beyond even the body. So that's why some of you, if you are able to listen to Gita, it is in continuation of your earlier life, something you have done it. And whatever we add it to this life, it helps us for the next life also. So one of the beautiful chapter about meditation and all. So some of the wrong understandings about meditation are removed. Correct understandings are given here. And the basic thing is what? Without regularly doing dhyana, you can't have Atma Samyama. Without Atma Samyama, you cannot do the dhyana. Without these two, you cannot invoke all your inner powers to perform for your outer successes as well as for the spiritual evolution. So, look into this chapter in this angle. 47 shlokas, beautiful things they are. So, today we will do two shlokas, they make one topic. Tomorrow, again, two shlokas, it will make one topic. And then, after that, again, two shlokas, it will take one topic. That will may take 2 days, in fact. Though topic is in two shlokas, but the matter will be discussed in 2 days. So, what are we studying? Bhagavad Gita. How many chapters it has? 18. How many we have done? 5. What are the names of them? Arjuna Vishad Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, and Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Now we are starting 6th chapter. The name of it is Atma Samyama Yoga. Some places they say Dhyana Yoga. So we call it as Dhyana Yoga more. Okay. Or Atma Samyama Yoga, let us see. Now 47 shlokas, so many 6-7 waves of guidance are given, both for spiritual seekers, for meditation, who have become fit themselves, made themselves fit by doing the karma sannyasa as said in the 5 chapters. First chapter is problem diagnosis and qualification chapter. Second one is all the sadhana solution chapter. Third one is the journey starting from where we are, the karma kshetra, how to do the karma as karma yoga. Fourth chapter, how slowly through the understanding or jnanam, the karma yoga is even the karma of the karma yoga also is dropped. In the fifth chapter, total karma sannyasa along with inner vasanas are dropped. Mind is so calm, quiet. then we are ready for the meditation in the sixth chapter. This is how the sixth chapter is there. So let us start today by God's grace, Guru's grace, this sixth chapter. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So today Friday and Mother Saraswati's blessings we need to begin a new sixth chapter of meditation and self-discipline. Therefore Mother Saraswati related shloka from Saraswati Stotram. So it is what it says is, Hey Mother, in these 8 forms you bless us. In these 8 forms, you bless us for those 8 results, which represent those your 8 expressions or forms. One is Lakshmi. Take a form of Lakshmi and bless me with Lakshmi. Medhaha. Take the form of the Medha Devi and bless me with the knowledge and remembrance of that knowledge. Dhara. Take the form of Bhumata and support me strongly. Take the form of Pushti Devi and nourish me all the time. Take the form of Gauri and give me your Vatsalya. Take the form of Tushti. In that way, give me the contentment of life. And take the form of Prabha. Give me that resplendence and glory. So to take the form of Dhruti and give me the perseverance in my life when I have to work for my goal while facing all inner or outer challenges. Etavihi pahi tanubihi ashtavir mam saraswati. Oh Mother, taking these 8 forms, please bless me. One of the most beautiful, powerful shloka. ये तो आज ही आप 108 बार पढ़ना. We will do it 11 times now. 97 करके 108 भरो और इसी का 1080 भी आप कर लो as possible. Because Mother Saraswati, we are asking for the 8 most important things that are required for our life's evolution and success. Okay? Lakshmir Medha Dhara Pushtihi Gauri Tushtihi Prabha Dhrutihi Etavihi Pahi Tanubihi Ashtabhirmam Saraswati. So this is the shloka goes. So be with me, listen to me 3-4 times, then you can tune to me, you can continue. Ovata Shri Saraswati Matu Krupaya Ashta Sat Sampada Sat Siddhi Sat Lakshana Prapti Dwara Jnana Anubhava लोक सेवा रूपी जन्म धन्यता प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री सरस्वती स्तोत्रांतर्गत श्री सरस्वती मातु श्लोकस्य जपं पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. लक्ष्मीर्मेधा धरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिः प्रभा धृतिः एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाविर्मां सरस्वती. Okay, let us try to chant it. Om Lakshmirmedha Dhara Pushtihi Gauri Tushtihi Prabha Dhrutihi Etabhihi Pahi Tanubihi Ashtavirmam Saraswati. Lakshmirmedha Dhara Pushtihi Gauri Tushtihi Prabha Dhrutihi Etabhihi Pahi Tanubihi Ashtavirmam Saraswati. लक्ष्मीर्मेधा धरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिः प्रभा धृतिः एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती. लक्ष्मीर्मेधा धरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिः प्रभा धृतिः एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती. लक्ष्मीर्मेधा धरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिः प्रभा धृतिः एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती. लक्ष्मीर्मेधा धरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिः प्रभा धृतिः एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती. लक्ष्मीर्मेधा धरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिः प्रभाधृतिः एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती लक्ष्मीर्मेधा दरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिः प्रभाधृतिः एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती लक्ष्मीर्मेधाधरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिप्रभाधृतिः एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती लक्ष्मीर्मेधाधरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिः प्रभाधृतिः एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती लक्ष्मीर्मेधाधरा पुष्टिः गौरी तुष्टिः प्रभाधृतिः एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती. ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः. What a beautiful shloka. अच्छा है ना? Tongue twister also. लक्ष्मी मेधा धरा पुष्टि गौरी तुष्टि प्रभा धृति एताभिः पाहि तनुभिर् अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती. I am sure if you have done every day all these shlokas as were taught, by now you would have lost all your fear regarding Sanskrit. You would have developed definitely the joy of chanting these Sanskrit shlokas. And if you had put your effort to by heart these simple 32 lettered shlokas, except few of them, by now you would have been the owner of 100 shlokas with the meaning. Time to goes on passing. Opportunities come and go away. How best we make use of them, that determines how we succeed. Life is in this way, relentless application, learning and using what we have learned and growing in life. Give chance for laziness, it overpowers. Give chance for useless, small little useless things of the world, then that also eats away our time and blocks our progress. Keep all these things in mind. Okay. Now today's common sense thought is what we have to discuss. Huh. देखो you see in cricket or in tennis कि how the batsman helmet adjusted, चश्मा है तो adjusted, gloves adjusted, then the pads adjusted, shoelace tight, then the bat grip proper holding, then occupying the crease properly, full concentration to face the ball. Then only you can hit and the hitman century just now 2 minutes back. Century ho gaya. Others were getting out. He made a century. So, see what is happening there. All the things required for his safety, security, performance, he is again and again adjusting. In the same way, whatever that are required for our performance in the world, we have to keep on gathering them, keep on managing them, keep on refreshing them. We cannot squander it away lavishly or leave it neglected, uncared. Anything little uncared, that will lead to the failure. Is it not? So therefore, once in a while, what is once every day, please gather. Especially I talk about these three things. Gather your own body with its health and fitness. Second is gather your all energies. Third is gather your scattered rays of mind. Pull them towards you. And then you must know what is your goal. Put towards it. गोल भी नहीं पता है, मन कहाँ भटक रहा है पता नहीं है, energies where they are getting wasted we don't know, body is either overexcited or tired and dull and slept. Such fellow, how can he become substantially a contributor to the world or at least for himself? Is it not? Therefore, that 20 minutes of healthy exercise right from beginning to gather the body's fitness all the time. So do that little of pranayama along with good food eaten. So that every time you are in a full energy like Lord Krishna and all. Third one is what? Through japa. I'm giving you mantras every day. If possible, through some stotra chanting, even bhajana, kirtana. Many, the thousand techniques our elders have given. Follow any one of them, but do the practice every day of gathering the distracted mind to concentration. Throughout love you have to do. And I don't know what's the reason, though born in India, in Sanatana Dharma, where age-old, ancient onwards, traditionally, we are given all these practices to gather ourselves and integrate ourselves for the best performance. Pata nahi kya ho gaya? Just because you study English, just because you are some westernized, how can you forget these most salient practices for the success of our life? See your own life. Where are you consciously putting effort for little gathering the purity of mind, concentration of the mind, energy conservation, वगैरह? दिन भर just whatever mind says we listen, whatever the senses say we listen, whatever double stupid fellows then as they say we listen, and never ever caring ourselves. I give you the example of the cricket. Everywhere a painter, how he gathers himself, the canvas is properly fixed. Then all the colors, the dabba vagara, brushes, anything mixed to be done, a cloth to wipe all that. And slowly he starts giving those strokes, a masterpiece comes out. So to mother at home kitchen, she gathers her mind, she gathers herself, then she collects all the cooking items there, utensil parts, then groceries part, then how step by step she does all cooking below on the dining table available, or the eatables like a glutton buffalo you can eat. Is it not? She is doing that. In that Turkey and all, Turkey as well as in the Syria. How much of the gathering from all the countries the resource rescue team is coming, and as much as power they are rescuing. अभी तो बहुत तो लाख हजारों मरीज है, but they have done it. So they are gathering carefully doing it. You observe it. You and I, how are we negligent? Why are we negligent? That arrogance of the youth, because of which the denial of these practices not only makes you lose the chance to focusedly attend to your work, but this bad habit goes on carried till the end of the life. Throughout life, we will live life of indiscipline, as well as squandering all our energies. And if you do from now onwards, as you grow in age 50, 60, where you have to mold yourself to spirituality, all this practice makes you naturally transform into that person. आपसे कुछ नहीं किया, सडनली 70-60 साल पे बूढ़े हो गए, अब बोलो श्लोक बोलो, लक्ष्मीर्मेधाधरा पुष्टि गौरी तुष्टि प्रभा धृति एताभिः पाहि तनुभिः अष्टाभिर्मां सरस्वती, और मुंह खुलेगा नहीं वो बुढ़ाओ को. Do you think he can do? He cannot focus mind. So point is what? Common sense point. Gather the rays of mind through japa puja. Every day, even if you are youth. So what? आदमी नहीं हो क्या? पैजामा हो क्या? So don't you need to concentrate yourself? Why do you say no to all of them? What a funny fellow. Look at a mirror and give one kick to that fellow for living a stupid life. It is for you only. That is why इन और एज ओल्ड ट्रेडिशनल वे कि 8 साल होते ही यज्ञोपवीतम उनको कराते हैं, उपवीत संस्कार उपनयनम. Then he is given the Gayatri mantra to be chanted every day, so that the buddhi also is sharper, concentration also developed, Lord Surya's blessings also received, because sitting on the sun and chanting it, early morning rays, the body also gets all D vitamin, everything. The physical fitness, concentration of the mind, intellect is empowered, devotion to the Lord. अरे देखो how many फायदा है. That's how those people with that brahmacharya nishta one side, commitment to the action second side, invoking grace of Surya in this way, they used to be the persons of such an integrity, power, strength, that they could work for greater and higher goals for a long time, even though they don't have the amenities or comforts which we have. We have so many comforts now, along with them, if we really gather our own abilities and all, how great achievers will be we for ourselves and also for the world at large. Think in this life. So the common sense thought is, through the mantras ucharana, develop, gather the rays of mind and conserve mind's energy every day. आधा घंटा आपके सिर होना चाहिए, कम से कम 20 मिनट लगाओ. Don't say I have no time. It is like that stupid fellow who says I have no time to sharpen my axe and I am going to cut the tree. And how many hours you are taking? 12 hours. How much time you need to sharpen the axe? Half an hour. After sharpening it, how many hours you will take to cut it? 4 hours. So your 7.5 hours are saved if in half an hour if you sharpen it. But I have no time for sharpening it. Are Buddhu, you work in the world with your body, mind, intellect only. If you don't use, sharpen them, purify them, gather them, how can you perform? It's such a like any person. The mechanic, all his mechanical instruments. Doctor, all his medical instruments. Every one of them, don't they gather, purify their instruments to do the work? नहीं तो बेवकूफ़ी है। As I gave the example of cricket, so these are all faculties. If you don't mind them, if you don't purify them, if you don't energize them, strengthen them, how can you think you can continuously? This is the reason. Even the goal is good, resources are good, opportunities are best, yet why we can't perform and achieve is all our faculties are disintegrated, they are without the power, they are misused everywhere. So common sense thought. First is that the gathering of the mind through japa and puja every day. Gathering our energies also by good exercise and good food. Third one, gather the body strength also. Hmm. With proper sleeping hours and rest. So the health of the body, energy inside, and the mind intellect. Health of the body with good food and all, energy with some good exercises and all, pranayam भी add लो कर लो उसमें, and through japa and all of the mind, let us gather the resources. Let us integrate them. A common sense. In short, no day of the week, no moment of a day, we are unfit at any level of the personality for performing to reach our goals. ऐसा होना ही नहीं जिंदगी भर एक्टिव फिट परफॉर्मिंग रीचिंग बस इतना don't just be misguided by your other parents or youngsters who don't do any of these things. They should not be an authority to you. You are the student of Geetha. You are learning, you want to grow for yourself and country, so they should follow you, not that you get misguided by them. वो लोग तुमको देखकर वो लोग खुद स्टार्ट करना चाहिए. Exercises for the body, taking care of it, food for the energy, as well as the japa upasana for the mind's gathering. It is in your interest. नहीं करोगे ऐसे एक स्क्वैंडर्ड एनर्जी वाला डिस्ट्रैक्टेड माइंड वाला रहोगे कभी कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. Okay, this is the thought of common sense today. Now come to Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, first two shlokas. So here in these two shlokas, Bhagavan is summarizing all what was said in the last five shlokas, five chapters. And in that only we are given a beautiful guidance, and I gave you the title. While performing your duty itself, you can enjoy being a saint as well as yogi without becoming a saint or yogi in outer dress. So to say, being a saint, being a yogi is an opportunity to everyone with slight adjustments inside. Ability to make those adjustments inside along with willingness is called as maturity. Anybody can have, whether you are a youngster of 16 saal or an old man of 80 years, and anybody can don't have, whether you're a youngster of 16 saal or an old man of 80 years. दोनों मेच्योर्ड परिपक्व हो सकते हैं. अब नहीं आ तो कम से कम बुढ़ाव जी को होना चाहिए. Why you should will wait for that time to become matured? You can be right now only. The small adjustments you have to make inside, enjoy your performances, successes, also enjoy your being a yogi and sannyasi. Those simple techniques Bhagavan is telling here. So Bhagavan is always modern thinker. So he doesn't want us to go into the jungle on the name of sannyasa and do nothing. He says wherever you are in your own field of work itself, you can enjoy what the sannyasi or the yogi enjoys. So if these two things you change, bring in yourself change. Only problem is what? About these two things, you should have clear understanding. Therefore, you will get conviction to do those two things. What are they? We are going to see when we chant these shlokas. And in all these chapters and shlokas with titles, when I'm explaining, your role of participating, of listening and noting the points and contemplating and understanding is more than my role of teaching. I only am telling you the meaning, some logics, some examples, explanations. If you don't put your efforts, then the knowledge of Gita never comes to you. So it's a hint given to you. So you also listen, you also make a notes, contemplate, make the knowledge yours. Thank you. Now the 6 chapters, the first 2 shlokas. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Gita Sharanam Mama Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namah श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः आत्मसंयमयोगः। श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रथम द्वितीयौ श्लोकौ। First and second shlokas. The words are like this. अनाश्रितः कर्मफलम् कार्यं कर्म करोति यः स सन्न्यासी च योगी च न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः। यं सन्न्यासम् इति प्राहुः योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव न हि असन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः योगी भवति कश्चन। Very intellectual shlokas they are. I'll try to make it simple for your approach, for your understanding. Koshish. How much I'll be able to succeed, that all depends the Lord's grace. Okay. So like every day we do it. No need to change our way of doing. Each line four times we do. Word to word meaning, total meaning for the sadhakas. And what is sadhaka sadhana now? With karma sannyasa yoga, when you have purified your heart, now you have to start meditating. Some more hints or tips Bhagavan is giving in the beginning before he starts the meditational teaching, maybe from 8th or 9th sloka, 9th or 10th. Okay, let us see. The words we have already told you one by one. श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच अनाश्रितः कर्मफलम् अनाश्रितः कर्मफलम् अनाश्रितः कर्मफलम् अनाश्रितः कर्मफलम् कार्यं कर्म करोति यः कार्यं कर्म करोति यः कार्यं कर्म करोति यः कार्यं कर्म करोति यः स सन्न्यासी च योगी च 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 न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः। सेकंड श्लोक। यं सन्न्यासमिति प्राहुः यं सन्न्यासमिति प्राहुः यं सन्न्यासमिति प्राहुः यं सन्न्यासमिति प्राहुः योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः योगी भवति कश्चन योगी भवति कश्चन योगी भवति कश्चन योगी भवति कश्चन। करते रहो तो अभ्यास, क्या मुश्किल है बेटा बताओ, करो प्यारे लोगों, अच्छे लोगों, है ना, such a lovely kind youngsters you are all. So much faith, trust, expectations, hope. Not only me, the entire globe, the God has on you all. That's why you are chosen for giving this Geetha Jnana. Not everybody is fit for it. Out of 801 crore people in the whole world, the youth must be at least 4.5 crores. Among that, only you few are able to get this knowledge. So how much trust the Bhagavan has on you. Okay? Therefore, learn Geetha, Geeta's techniques of succeeding for yourself and also for the world and ultimate success of spiritual evolution. Chant together. Shri Bhagavanuvacha anashritah karma phalam karyam karma karoti yah sasanyasi cha yogi cha na niragnirna chakriyah yam sanyasamiti prahuhu योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः योगी भवति कश्चन। अगेन श्रीभगवानुवाच अनाश्रितः कर्मफलं कार्यं कर्म करोति यः स सन्न्यासी च योगी च न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः यं सन्न्यासमिति प्राहुः योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः योगी भवति कश्चन। He Pandava, a Pandu Madhyama, Pandu Putra. Is a summary of what we have said so far also. And a sadhana for spiritual seekers, good learnings for us also. And what is the main theme here? While being in the world actively, dynamically, enjoying what is enjoyed by the sannyasis and yogis. Sannyasi who gave up everything is in the jungle, and the yogi is the one who has done the control of all his inner faculties. दोनों का आनंद while living in the same world, only by bringing two adjustments. Now, they are very comprehensive, excellent are such slokas and the themes. You and I only have to have that very subtle intellect to catch the message given. We try. So, first we discuss it like this. Like, generally, क्या है ना, traditionally, sannyasi is he who gives up Agni. Now, I'll tell you 2 minutes only, not much. First thing is what? He, sannyasi means he does shraddha to his own body. Therefore, he has no identified with his body. Don't get frightened, just listen. Second is what? He transcends the need of doing everyday yajna. I'm telling you. Therefore, yajna ke liye agni chahiye, that agni left. Third is what? This sannyasi will go and have bhiksha for his survival, which he will have that survival for knowing the God. He is going for bhiksha for food, therefore, there is no agni of even cooking the food. सो अग्नि को छोड़ना सन्यासी का लक्षण है. अग्नि को छोड़ना मीन्स वन इज कुकिंग छोड़ना, गो फॉर भिक्षा. सेकंड यज्ञ याग छोड़ना बिकॉज यू आर सर्चिंग फॉर द ट्रुथ. थर्ड इज नो आइडेंटिटी विद द देह बिकॉज यू ऑलरेडी डन वॉट एवर टू बी डन टू दिस देह. दिस कॉल्ड एज सन्यासी इज कॉल्ड निरग्नि. So to a yogi is the one who doesn't do any action outside because he has no desires inside. Because a one who has got lot of desires in the mind, he will do the work. But yogi has no desire, therefore mind is calm, quiet. What is there for him to do? So there are two types of spiritually evolved. One is niragni, second is akriya. Niragni is called sannyasi, akriya is called yogi. What Bhagavan bringing a revolutionary meaning is what? Just by giving up the Agni, you don't become Niragni. Just by giving up the karma, you don't become yogi. You have to be in the same world like others, but instead of that way of understanding and becoming lazy, bring the newer meaning to the same old practice. What is the meaning of it? Simple Bhagavan says, wherever you are, okay, wherever you are, when you are not depending on the karma follow, you are already sannyasi. Second, wherever you are, whatever the duties that are given to you, if you do them, you are yogi. So in one shot, you are a performer, you are an achiever, you are a contributor, same time you are a sannyasi also, you are a yogi also, without changing any dress. That revolutionary meaning Bhagavan is giving here. So he is bringing the ancient Himalayan sannyasa and yoga into the people's heart only just by bringing these two changes. That's all. No third change. First thing is what? Let us do whether it is our duties, let us do whether our services, let us do our own sadhana. कर्म कुछ भी हो, उससे नीचे वाला जो prohibitory कर्म तो anyway any day it is denied. We should never do the prohibitory sinful action. उसको तो छोड़ ही दिया, निषिद्ध कर्म को तो छोड़ ही दी. Now we are left with three karmas. One is spiritual sadhana, karma. Second is social service, karma. Third is our obligatory duties. While doing these three things, if you bring through adjustments in you, you are a yogi sannyasi along with performer achievers. On the other hand, on the name of becoming yogi or sannyasi, you give up the agni kriyas, you give up other karmas, and you become lazy only day by day. Therefore, na performance का result मिलेगा, ना सन्यासी या योगी का result मिलेगा. They were very careful about our life's decisions and performances. So, second line when I explain to you, then you understand what is said so far. Then to that, first line is added as sadhana. So, second line says in the first shloka, sa sannyasi cha yogi cha. That person is called as sannyasi and yogi. Na niragnir nacha kriyaha. Not that person who on the name of sannyasa gives up the agni and on the name of the yoga gives up the karma. न निरग्नि न चाक्रिया, निरग्नि सन्यासी नहीं होता। अच्छा, अक्रिया करके तुम योगी मत बनो, ढोंगी बाबा मत बनो, ढोंगी योगी मत बनना। Really, in the first line now he says, what is that? Anashrita karma phalam karma karotiyah sa sannyasi sa yogi. Without depending on the karma phala, the one who does his own due duties, he is already sannyasi and yogi. Then why don't you depend on the karma phala? Because you are mature to enjoy the life only in doing the karma. And that also our own duty wala karma. And that also in the interest of the totality. फला मिलेगा तभी मैं खुश रहूंगा, ऐसे लोअर लेवल को मैंने कॉन्कर कर ली. Therefore, I don't depend on the karma phala. Therefore, anashrita karma phalam. First part. Without expecting the karma. Like I am doing Geetha class. This karma phala, uska mujhe koi ashrit nahi karna. If I really don't depend on the phala, I am already sannyas. You can also do the same thing. What is the phala I expect of this? Some money from you, some appreciation from you, anything. मेरे को कुछ नहीं चाहिए. I am doing it. And why are you doing it, sir? Second thing is what? Karyam karma. Because it's my duty as a Swami, as selected or given a chance by my Lord, my Guru. I have to study Shastra and give that knowledge. This is called Karya karma to me. Karya karma means the thing to be done. So when I am doing what the thing I have to do, and when I am not expecting any result or depending on the result to be happy, happily I am doing what I am supposed to do. I am doing also, watching also. Same time, I am also without formally changing dress or name, sannyasi and yogi. Instead of that, on the name of yogi and sannyasi, if somebody is giving up the karma and giving away the agni kriya, you only become lazy. See the revolutionary meaning? Seeing that only the great saints, like listening to these knowledges only, the great saints like Vivekananda and Puja Gurudevji, they have rigorously lived the dynamic life, working in the world, doing their own duties. At the same time, they are sannyasins, not only because the dress outside formal received from their gurus, but inside they never had the desire of any karma follow, nor any of the what do you say, attached to or give up their karma, the duty to be done. Sorry, neither they gave up the agni nor they gave up. Say the karma while performing only. They never expected the karma phala, so too they never withdrawn from the duties to be done. Like if you really asked, much before giving Bharata Ratnas to all these people, should we not give it to Bhagwan Sri Rama, Bhagwan Krishna, all the Sapta Rishis, Swami Vivekanandas, Gurudevs? They have done so much for the world. For the eternity, their sevas go on happening. They need Bharatna, deserve Bharatna, not than anyone. Whether the government gives or not, secondary. Point is का उनको कर्म फल का आश्रय नहीं था. They never did anything for the awards and rewards. They did it because of duty. So, in short, what is that? Recognizing what are our duties, performing the duties for the sake of duty without expecting any result. If you are in that, you are already the performer, achiever, person happy inside. At the same time, you are the sannyasi and yogi also. On the other hand, कर्म फल को आश्रित करते हुए कर्म करता है, he becomes samsari. फल आश्रय करते हुए कर्तव्य भी नहीं कर्म किया, he is a bhoj to the jagat. He is a load on the world. How simple and logical it is. What is difficult to understand in that? One type of people are what? Depending for the life on everyone, doing nothing. Second is what? Depending on the karma phala, but doing karma also. Third type are those doing karma for the sake of world. They are not depending on the karma phala. For their survival, whatever is required, they take it. And never they are lazy to give up the duties. They definitely perform the duties. This maturity as a youngsters, when you have right from the beginning, And for this, from chapter 3 onwards, whatever the discussions we have exhaustively done, that the happiness is not in the things, not in the beings, not in the outer objects, not in the situations, they are inside only. The one who recognizes that and also knows that everything we do for happiness, happiness is already within me. Then, for the inner happiness, with the inner happiness, I perform outside. I never get frustrated by getting disappointed by depending for the result or happiness on the outer things. ध्यान से सुनना इन बातों को मेरे प्यारे बच्चे. ऐसा मत सोचना ये हेवी है, ये बहुत सर जा रहा है, वाइट बॉल जा रहा है, फेस करूँ तो एलबीडब्ल्यू हो रहा हूँ. थोड़ा डिफेंड किया, पीछे कैच हो गया, आउट. घबराओ मत. In your simple language, wherever you are placed, you have an identity. To your identity, there are duties. Perform the duties diligently. Don't expect any result out of it of name and fame. Whatever for survival required, you take it. Stay in that mood. Then what happens? You are not a competitor to others. You will never be suffering the failures because you have done your best. You never have too much of demand. Therefore, there is no disappointments. At the same time, inside the mind is peaceful and happy. Peaceful and happily जीना इसको सन्यासी योगी कहते हैं. That sannyasi yogi who takes the dress of sannyasi and becomes more frustrated than a grahastha is a cartoon of sannyasi only. Why is it so? He changed the dress only, but inside he is not doing his bounden duties, nor he is living the karma phala. He wants so many of phala, and even kamya karma only is doing, not the vidyukta dharma. The answer is that. So therefore, सन्यासी को योगी को वहां बिठाओ दूर पे, अपने लिए बात करो. Wherever you are, let us say tomorrow you are a doctor. So as a doctor, you have your dharma. That dharma is to treat the patients. That patient treating dharma is in the form of karma. That karma you do without any phalasakti. Okay, that name and fame, lot of money should come, etc. So karyam karma is medication you are doing. Anashita karma phalam without expecting the phala. Look into your mind how it looks like. You are performing your duty, therefore guilts and regrets of not doing the work are not there. You are not expecting any result, therefore the disappointment that what I wanted has not come, that also gone. When these two ways the life is lived, you are already inside the happiness comes. Happiness is not in becoming, if you know this. Happiness is in being. If you know this, you have conquered the life रे बाबा. क्या भी तुम्हारा उम्र हो, तुम 16 का भी हो, 20 का भी हो, 25 का भी हो, you are much mature than the 70-80 oldies who don't understand these secrets. Therefore, first thing in life is what? That karma which is not your duty should you never perform. Second, that karma which is your duty you must perform. Third one, never ever expect the results out of it. Because result expectation और motive के द्वारा कुछ काम करना क्या है ना, pollutes the mind inside, disappoints you from outside. Like when I am doing these Geetha classes, what is the phala to me? Doing itself is the result to me. I should not expect anything. If I do that, who the hell in the world can disappoint me? But if I expect you have to come regularly, you have to listen seriously, sincerely, you must understand, you must report to me. With that idea only I am teaching. But I can't insist, no, that one. If I do that, you irregular, you never come, I become so disappointed. So by giving up the karma phala asakti, I have blocked the possibility of all disappointments. By doing my duty, I never allowed the sin of omission or the regret or guilt of non-performing my duty. That problem I blocked. This is what the human maturity. That gives such a peace and quiet tranquility in the mind. And where is the happiness? So, happiness is your own state of being. You will naturally experience it that. On the other hand, out of laziness to sleep, you are not you are doing your duty. You are getting the happiness of sleep. At the same time, are you not feeling the regrets and guilt of not doing the duty? Is it not? Same way, you have the karma done for the karma phala asakti. The karma phala asakti may be inspiring to you, but always is there not the fear that what I am expecting will come or not. 99.9% will not come as you want. Then will it not lead to disappointment? Think. Therefore, कार्य कर्म को करना, फल का आश्रय नहीं लेना. This is the essence of what is taught in the last 5 chapters. Such person, while dynamically performing in the world, suited, booted, coated in whatever the way, inside is sannyasi and yogi. He need not do become a niragni achakriya, nirakriya, niragni achakriya. Niragni achakriya, akriya was the ancient earlier time of definitions. But today, without missing the essence, wherever you are, you can be the sannyasi and yogi. And sannyasi yogi वही है जो कर्म फल को त्यागेगा. सन्यासी है जो करना है वो जरूर करेगा, वही योगी है. That is what is said in the second shloka. That also when I tell, the thought becomes complete. Second shloka में क्या कहते हैं? यम संन्यासम इति प्राहुः. That which is called as sannyasa, yogam tam vidhi Pandava. Hey Arjuna, understand that that alone is yoga. हाउ डू यू सा संन्यास योग दोनों एक ही कॉइन के दो तरह है, दो हेड एंड टेल्स है. यू आर सेइंग इट, प्लीज प्रूव सा. सेकंड लाइन, नहीं असन्यस्त संकल्प योगी भवति कश्चन. सी योगी इज द वन हुज माइंड इज क्वाइट. sannyas is the one who is giving up the results. Therefore, if the sannyasi is not giving up the karma phala asakti, can he be a sannyasi? No. The moment he gave up the karma phala asakti, is he not becoming peaceful? Yeah, peaceful. Being peaceful is called yogi's lakshanam. Therefore, giving up karma phala is called sannyasa. Quietening the mind is called yoga. In both ways. When you quieten the mind, in that quiet mind of a yogi, how will you have phalasakti in the mind? Because the moment the desire for the result come, the mind gets disturbed, no? Therefore, a yogi to make his mind peaceful, necessarily will have to give up phalasakti. The moment he gave up phalasakti, he becomes sannyasi. Therefore, they are the internal understandings, not the change of the dress or the name or the place, and go on to Himalayas or any place on the name of by sannyas le raha hu वगैरह. अब sannyas लेना देना नहीं होता. It is an inner aspect. Okay. सन्यासी कर्म फल को छोड़ दिया और काम करी जा रहा है. He become कर्म योगी. So to karma yogi is going on doing karma without again phalasakti, he is becoming sannyasi. That's why संकल्प का संन्यास नहीं किया तो योगी नहीं बनेगा. संकल्प का संन्यास किया ऑलरेडी, इसलिए इज ऑल्सो संन्यासी. देखो संन्यास किसका करना चाहिए? नॉट टू द ड्यूटीज, not to the works, not to the performance in the world, but phala sannyas. Therefore, when a country needs people to support, sannyasi also has to work equally like others. Others work for karma phala, the sannyasi should not work for karma phala. In the same way, anybody is working without phala sakti is already sannyasi in the mind. And what is the yogi? Is vigorously, actively involved in the performance. एक्चुअली क्या डेफिनेशन होता है? जो सब काम छोड़ दिया उसको सन्यासी बोलते हैं. That is what general definition. Bhagavan is rechanging the whole thing, remodeling or avoiding the misunderstandings. You have to be a karma yogi, performing whatever you have to do, the things outside. Same time, when the phala sakti is not there, you are sannyasi. Is it not? अपना विद्युक्त धर्म को करने वाला कर्म योगी हो गया. वो कर्म योगी while doing it, never ever he has got any desire for result, he has become sannyasi. Whichever the field is there. And the sannyasi, as I told you, he is peaceful, happy inside. That person also will be peaceful and happy inside. So all these big people of Tatas and all, see in their face such a gambhirata, some quietness, they look more saintly. Why? Because they are vigorously performing. There is no ego of doership, and there is no expectation of the phala. They are all doing it only for the sake of nation. That's why the peace, the tranquility in them. That is what is a sannyasi or yogi is expected to be. They're all that way. So yam sannyasam iti paho prahu yogam tam vidya Pandava. Nahi asanyasta sankalpaha yogi bhavati kaschana. A karma yogi cannot be karma yogi if he cannot give up the karma phalasakti. A karma phalasakti, the moment he gave up, became the sannyasi also. Therefore, सन्यासी एंड योगी कौन है? जो सब कर रहे हैं लेकिन कोई फल का आसक्ति नहीं रख रहे. सब कर रहे हैं मतलब जो करना है. Depending on the different situations of the world, they have to respond to the needs of the world. So here Arjuna wants to give up the karma and take up sannyas. That's what, seeing the war, looking at his own people, imagining that the war happens, people are killed, that will be very painful thing. So it's better to run away from this duty. So to a level, Arjuna's level person who is dynamic, on whom the society depends and is responsible also, उनको भगवान revolutionary meaning संन्यास योग का दे रहे. बिकॉज एट दिस मोमेंट अर्जुन की तरह बाकी सब भी संन्यास लेके जाएंगे मानो पांडवों की तरफ, देन द दुर्योधन आदि विल ग्रो मोर. You understand? When the whole nation's or world's requirement is there, all citizens are same. Everybody will have to perform. While performing duty, when the desire is not there for the phalasakti and finding the joy in doing the work only, finding the fulfillment, doing the work only, wherever you are benefiting or you are enjoying the life as best as a sannyasi enjoys in his quiet mind, a yogi enjoys the life in his peaceful mind. देख लो. तो व्हाट आर द थिंग्स? अनाश्रित कर्म फलम कार्यम कर्म करोति. 2-4 बार बोलना इन चीजों को, वो भेजे में घुसेगा. सन्यासी च योगी च, नॉट ऑन द नेम ऑफ संन्यास योग. वन गेव ऑफ द अग्नि, अदर गेव ऑफ द योग कर्म. कर्म करना छोड़ दिया. यम संन्यासमिति प्राहो योगम तम विद्धि पांडव नहीं असन्यस्त संकल्पः योगी भवति कश्चन. So therefore, we are simultaneously contributor to the world by doing our best, simultaneously not a competitor to the world because we are not expecting any result. Because we are not expecting the result, there is no disappointment. Because of the absence of disappointment, the mind is calm and quiet. And because the duties to be done are performed, there is contentment inside. कितने benefits है देखो. Like that, keep on living the life with this maturity. Opposite of that, I want every result, but I don't want to perform. And the others are performing, they are getting result. I am jealous about them. And I try to pull them down or myself find the wrong means to get what I desire. What a calamitous misunderstanding we are living. Even though we are human beings, supposed to have the intellect to have these type of understandings and maturities. बुद्धि को भ्रष्ट कर दिया हमने. गीता पढ़ो तो दिमाग जो सड़ा हुआ है वो बढ़ जाएगा. Oh, then it will give you the knowledge. That knowledge makes you live life as it has to be lived. Then that life becomes meaningful, fruitful, beautiful, joyful for yourself and everybody. बुद्धू बेवकूफ की तरह नहीं जीना. Finally, what I want every day, I have to be happy and peaceful. Now I am, how are they? Miserable and frustrated. Why also not doing what you are supposed to do and expecting every result? It should be the other way around. Do what you have to do, the duty, and relax in the mind. जो आएगा सबको बांटेंगे, प्रसाद है तो अपने ले लेंगे, हम जिएंगे, जीने के लिए चाहिए वो ले लेंगे, बाकी पूरा हमारा कर्तव्य निर्वहन के लिए है, सेवा के लिए है. There you are more than a sannyasi and yogi. Learn these things. It doesn't mean when you work in an office you don't take salary and all. Salary is a part of your survival livelihood. वो आएगा. Along with salary, if it is not giving properly, उसको demand करो boss से, change the job. ये सब routine. These are all nothing to do with spiritual knowledge. ये तो व्यवहार की बात. Spirituality का क्या बात है इधर? Heart in heart, that over expectations, heart in heart, that going away from the duties, these two nonsenses should go away. Going away from duties gives dukkha from inside. Expecting phala gives dukkha from outside. Because what you expect will not come all that. So too, when you don't expect from outside, the outside ka dukha mit gaya, sukh mila, or inside your duties you are doing, the inner sukha also comes. So by performing, you enjoy life. By not expecting the result, you enjoy life. Not the other way around. Expecting result and getting disappointed, miserable, and not doing what you are supposed to do, then becoming miserable. This is the ignorant way of living, not a wise person. A wise person knows he's a human being, he has got faculties, he's an identity, he has got the duties to perform, he will perform. As per the requirement of my survival, what is required, the nature, the God, the boss, they will take care. I'm happy with that. More than that, why should I ask? Imagine one thing. See, what is going on today? My salary is 50,000 per month. Other fellow is getting 80. So I also want. 80 मिला उसको फिर उसमें 1 लाख हो गया अब मुझे भी चाहिए further I jump shift from one job to the other unto other and never ever we are satisfied only and what we do with that money also is misusing that misspent for all spoiling the health dimag etc one way of life other life I'll give you very hypothetical impossible example I'm giving only for you to think. Imagine 40,000 salary you are getting from a company. You just manage your expenses for minimum. Then 25,000 expense हो गया 15,000 मिला. You take this money to your office and give to your boss. Sir, you gave 40, 25 are enough for me, 15 I am giving you. That's why I'm telling it is a laughable example. I know आप सब लोग मेरे मुंह पे हंसोगे इसको सुनकर. But hypothetically I am saying, if you are able to do that one, try to imagine what is the joy of your mind. Think about the mind. Think about the inner maturity. Earlier example, I already told you. Even though you are given 60 just because seeing other fellow, you are greedy, then you got disturbed in the mind, then you fought with the boss, he removed you from the job, you went somewhere else, they inquire you, they interview you, they ask you why you left that job, you will try to hide it. By that time, this new boss will ask the old fellow, that fellow said, this fellow is very greedy, he never is satisfied with the salary, तो इतना चाहिए ये जॉब देगा ही नहीं तुमको. On the other hand, if you have returned that money, 25,000, that boss, will he ever remove you from the job? You are performing your duty. Whatever the needed thing for you, you are taking it. Extra, you are not asking. It is a fulfillment within you. And such persons are such a great asset to the firm. No, expand it to the entire world. Every one of us are living, doing our duties. And whatever minimum required for our life, we are able to enjoy in that only, not allowing the mind to pop up with all its funny, logicless greeds or desires. अगर ऐसा हमने मैनेज कर लिया अपने आप को, यू आर ऑलवेज पीसफुल एंड हैप्पी. What we are thinking is desires, greeds, trying to fulfill them is a joy, is an achievement. No, you are materially gaining the things, but mentally you are suffering. The mind's happiness and peace is more important than the money and the things gained out. No, this is called spirituality. The one who minds his mind more than the money is called spiritual. The one who minds the things and beings and money outside, then his inner peace is called a samsari. A useless fellow bound definitely to be miserable. Now, how important are these understandings, even though you are youngsters? It's not now that you have to expose to these understandings so that by the age of 35, 40, you're fully thorough in what to do, what to expect, what to not expect, what attitude you have to have. जब इस तरह से अंदर का आपका बात पूरा समझ में आ गया, you are the master of your life. You will command all the great things. मजा आएगा ऐसा वाला जीवन. Therefore, enjoy the joy of sannyasi as well as yogi by performing the world your duty, same time not claiming any extra result. Survival के लिए जो चाहिए वो लेते जाना. Our problem is what? We are only greedy. We are bewakoof number one. Even though we have 2 legs, we want 10 pairs of juta. Now, this nonsense we have to somehow come out from within. That is absolutely nonsense, illogical. Now, each one have to find from within only the solution for excessive greed-based life rather than need-based life. If you are need-based, not greed-based, you'll never have problem in life. How much or big you are, how much or great person you are, a performer. You know, that president of India, Abdul Kalam and all, they're all need based. They're greed. इतना बड़ा palatial palace दिया और उनको उतना चाहिए उतना ही रहते हो. Thus his mind is happy. The other fellow जितना भी दिया और भी चाहिए और भी चाहिए. और भी चाहिए वाला मन का disease है बेटा. Like you have a खुजली of the body, the itching and scratching, eczema. The mental eczema is और भी चाहिए और भी चाहिए और भी चाहिए. उसको खुद ही निकालना है. I am happy with what I need. Very good. हो गया बात. Like all the Westerners, when they are on the dining table, they are need-based people. So wonderful they are. They look at the whole thing that are served. They just look from themselves within what is good for my health and energy, what is good for my taste, what is the quantity. दो तीन चीजें वो ले लेंगे खाएंगे दे एंजॉयड आल्सो स्टमक आल्सो सफिशिएंट ओवर नो देखो अब इंडियन के सामने शादी को बुलाओ उसको व्हाट ए ग्रीड you yourself might have gone to so many marriages. You think your own mind looking at the dining table. What is needed to me? How many times we based on that acted there? How many times we got the greed? Everything you put half we eat and throw और घर आके इतना पेट को खराब कर लेते हैं. Just like the greed of food spoiled the stomach, so too the greed in the mind spoils the mind. Just like need based, when you eat the food, the body is healthy. So to need based in the mind you have, mind is healthy. The moment when you start saying, I don't want it because what I need, I got it, you are the most wonderful fellow. You are matured. None in the world, including God, can make you disappointed. I'm so greedy, I want this and that, I want that. Even God cannot make you happy. That's how the people do Gotala. Even they have hundreds of crores, still they want thousands. Suddenly one day die. And before that 20 साल से खाना भी नहीं खा रहे, दवाइयाँ ज़्यादा खा रहे खाने से भी. Always stuck to the bed. Physiotherapist comes and does that. उसको freedom ही नहीं है. But still he is greedy. People greed for money, greed for power, greed for enjoyments. ये सब मूर्खता है. You don't get trapped into that. You seek the inner peace and joy that comes when you don't disturb the mind by excessive desires and don't make the mind regretted or guilty by not doing the duty. Do the duty and be happy with whatever minimum comes. You are a sannyasi, you are yogi, you are a performer, you are a patriotic person, you are a contributor, you are a happy and peaceful person inside. सब एक ही बार हो जाएगा. Think about these coolly. Okay, thank you. Shri Bhagavanuvach anashritah karma phalam karyam karma karoti yah सन्यासी च योगी च न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः यं सन्न्यासमिति प्राहुः योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः योगी भवति कश्चन. Tomorrow, where is the karma yoga limit? Where is the only we become qualified for the dhyanam? Those topics Bhagavan will tell. So today, instead of differentiating between spiritual seekers and we, clubbed, all the thoughts are shared. They are equally true for both. This way, we'll slowly learn day by day the most beautiful 6 chapters message. And use your own brains to do the mananam. Mananam is contemplation or reflection at home. Then note down the genius, genuine points understood by you. And when you practice actually them, you only see the result. लाइक दिन भर मैं जो ड्यूटी है कर रहा हूँ और जीने के लिए जो खाना है रेस्ट से ही ले रहा हूँ. नो डिपेंडेंट ऑन एनीथिंग एनी एक्स्ट्रा थिंग. कैन एनीबडी मेक मी मिजरेबल? सी द पर्सन 2 रोटी और 3 रोटी सब्जी दाल खाया पेट भर गया. अदर सर ऑफरिंग 10 थिंग. इसे मेरे को नहीं चाहिए बाबा, जो मुझे चाहिए मैंने ले लिया. कैन ही बी डिस्टर्ब एनीवन बट अदर फेलो? सब खा रहा है फिर भी चाहिए, हर भी चाहिए, पैक करके दो घर. नहीं दिया यार, वो नहीं दिया, ये नहीं. It's all in the mind only. The contentment, satisfaction, and discontentment both are in mind. The first one gives you joy, other one is miserable. Simple, no? Like I will give you Geetha Jnanam and I'll pray for your growth. When you grow by using Geetha, I'm happy. If this way I decide, can anybody make me miserable? On the other hand, I don't do my work and I expect you only to do all the things and you never do, I become miserable. Any number of examples. बिंदास रहना जिंदगी में सीखो. बिंदास कौन रहेगा? ए सन्यासी एंड योगी. And who is a sannyasi who never has karma phala asakti? Who is a yogi who does his duty? Full stop. That's it. You are the king of your life. And all that powers, money, these are all delusions. Even if they are given to you, work in the same spirit. Otherwise, the same things pull you down. Inside, from the happiness to the state of miserable. इसलिए let the Lord make me a clerk also, or let him make me head of department also. In both positions, I have my duties to do, I will do them. In both positions, what is needed by me, with that I will live. In both positions, I will not any greed. Can anybody make me miserable? Wow. This is how to discover the inner peace and happiness. This is wisdom, mere pyare. Not that doing all the ungodly, undivine means to fulfill the greed for money and power, doing some घोटाला. ये तो बेवकूफ़ी है वो. With this type of life, when everybody in the society lives, productivity is more, consumption is less. Wherever the consumption is less, productivity is more, that country is rich. They can help even others. That is India actually. India has consumers less, producers more. Now it's changed. Producers less, consumers more. That is why the priorities. Now it is equal. Consumption, production. Isliye we are stable compared to all countries in the world. Better. Thank you. Now today's shloka is Lakshmir Medhadhara Pushtihi Gauri Tushtif Prabhat Dhrutihi Etavihi Pahi Tanubihi Ashtabhirmam Saraswati. Today's common sense thought was gather your body for its health and long life. Gather your energies by good food and all. Gather your mind by doing japa upasana so that you're always non scattered, fully fit with yourself to perform whatever you have to do. So, in fact, this common sense thought and Geetha thought they're going together. And give some mind, some shraddha, listen carefully, you can understand the meaning of it, you yourself will appreciate it. Then practice it. You are the beneficiary. I wish you all the best. Thank you, dear friends. Mm. Yeah. See you tomorrow.